In many industries, especially the transport industry, workers are often required to transport goods from one location to another. More often than not, the drive can be over long distances and in between states. And because of this, it is very critical that workers are made aware of the potential hazards that could arise from these everyday tasks. Severe weather is characterized by extreme atmospheric conditions in terms of temperature, wind, clouds, and precipitation. Truck drivers are often exposed to the changing weather conditions from their long drives across different states. They can be exposed to fog, heavy rain, wind, extreme heat, snow, and hail. Today we'll be going through how to manage your own safety under these different weather conditions. Fog is a visible aerosol consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air at or near the Earth's surface. Fog is one of the most dangerous weather conditions that drivers face. Dense fog can decrease a driver's visibility to almost nothing. Every year, fog causes major pileups and numerous car accidents. Here are some tips to drive safely under foggy conditions. While your gut instinct may opt you to use your high beam, the powerful light emitted from your high beams will actually be reflected in the fog's water molecules and cause a glare, making your vision even more obscured. When your visibility is less than 150 meters, it is actually better to stick to your low beam lights. Try avoid wiping your foggy windows with a rag, as it will distract you from the road and smear your windows. Instead, use your vehicle's defrost function to dry out the fog. Windshield wipers will help keep the glass clear and help you see the road better. When you come to an especially dense area of fog, your first instinct might be to slam your brakes. Remember that other vehicles are behind you, and stopping in the middle of the road will increase your chances of getting rear-ended by an approaching vehicle. If you still can't see and it is too dangerous to drive, safely pull over and turn on your hazard lights. Make sure not to turn it on while driving, as it is illegal in many states. Besides affecting your visibility, rain can cause your tires to lose traction when the road gets wet. When a layer of water builds between the wheels of the vehicle and the road surface, your wheels lose traction, which prevents the vehicle from responding to your control inputs. This is known as hydroplaning. In order to avoid this, drivers should watch out for standing water and instead, when possible, safely steer around areas where water has been accumulated. The faster your truck goes, the more traction you lose on a wet surface. Under these conditions, not only should you adhere to the posted speed limit, you should drive considerably slower than you normally would. Your vehicle's reaction time is much slower when it is raining. Reduced speed is imperative in rainy weather. Try to slow your vehicle by taking your foot off the accelerator earlier than you normally would in preparation to slow down or stop. Avoid making sudden turns or slamming on your brakes. Check your headlights, tail lights, and windshield wipers to make sure they will work efficiently when they are needed. Also check the tread of your vehicle's tires, as worn out tires can severely reduce traction on wet roadways. And as always, remember to adjust your windshield wiper speed in order to see the road better when driving. While many states where your industry is based never sees snow, when driving across to other states such as New South Wales and Victoria, you will come across snowy conditions. Therefore, it is important to know what to do when you are under these weather conditions. Good vision from the car is paramount. Besides checking your windscreen wipers and vans, check that your air conditioning system is working properly before leaving and use it to diminish your windscreen. This will clear up the glass and allow you to see the road much better when driving. If you are stuck in the snow, do not spin the wheels or rev the vehicle, as this will dig the vehicle further in. Instead, put the vehicle into a high gear and slowly maneuver the vehicle lightly forwards and backwards to gently creep out. If you are still unable to move out, stay in the vehicle unless help is visible within 100 meters. In most cases, it is a good idea to not abandon your vehicle, as it may hold up rescue vehicles. When driving in snowy areas, it is recommended in some cases to use snow chains. Snow chains are devices fitted in the tires of vehicles to provide maximum traction when driving through snow and ice. When using snow chains, it is important to use correct fitting chains. The chain should appropriately fit the tire size of your vehicle. The tires must also be in good condition with minimal wear to use the snow chains. It is recommended that the driver test the chains on at ground level before taking off. If chains fall off or loosen while the truck is in motion, stop and check brake lines for damage before retensioning. While there are many types of snow chains, the use of diamond pattern chains are recommended. In conditions of extreme high temperatures, you and your vehicle can be affected. There are a few things you can do to protect yourself and the vehicle you are driving. Car batteries can be damaged during extreme heat, as constant heat and vibration can cause the battery to suffer an internal breakdown and eventually lead to failure. Although hot weather is unavoidable, you can protect your battery by making sure it is securely attached to prevent vibration. Summer heat puts extra pressure on vehicle engines. For this reason, have a technician check your cooling system to ensure it can protect your engine from overheating. Engine fluids are essential to keeping your vehicle running. These fluids lubricate your vehicle's parts and act as a coolant by carrying heat away from important parts. As the rising temperatures cause roads to become hotter, you should check the pressure of your tires to make sure they are not underinflated. This could be a major concern, as underinflated tires can overheat and increase the chances of blowout during summer months. More importantly, you should protect yourself. Stay hydrated and drink plenty of fluids. Protect your eyes by using the sun visor and have a pair of sunglasses in your vehicle. Wearing clothes that cover your arms is also a good way to protect yourself from the sun. High winds can be very dangerous when you are driving large vehicles. They can blow trees in your path, move cars, or create blinding dust storms. When driving in extremely windy conditions, look out for partially fallen trees. Keep in mind that small twigs and sticks on the road could be warning signs for upcoming tree hazards. Another hazard to look out for are fallen power lines. Steer clear of them, as they could still be live, electrifying the ground around you. Driving near them is very dangerous, even if they are not energized. If your car comes in contact with power lines, don't come outside or touch any interior metal areas. Extremely windy conditions can create dust clouds. If you see a dust cloud up ahead, it is very important not to try and attempt to drive into it, even if you see other cars going in. As safely as possible, pull over and stay far away. Weather can be unpredictable and turn quickly, making roads treacherous. Ice, snow, heavy rain, and fog significantly increase the risk on roads. Stopping distances can double in the wet and increase tenfold in ice and snow. And if you can't see clearly, you can react to hazards. Driving in bad weather can be lethal. According to the Federal Highway Administration, out of approximately 6 million vehicular accidents that occur every year in Australia, about 22% are weather-related. Nearly 6,000 people are killed and another 445,000 injured due to accidents that occur during bad weather. More accidents occur when the roads are wet following a rainstorm than any other type of bad weather. Wet roads account for 73% of weather-related accidents, 17% being snow, 13% being icy roads, and 3% being caused by foggy conditions. So far we have looked into specific guidance on how to drive safely under different weather conditions, but in general, here are the key things to remember. Ensure that your vehicle is well maintained. This includes regular servicing and making sure that the tires are in good condition. Always drive slow. This will help you control your vehicle and reduce chances of skidding. Try and leave more space than usual between yourself and the car ahead of you to accommodate for increased stopping time. Always allow extra time to get to your destination in order to avoid being rushed. Keep an emergency survival kit in your vehicle at all times. This should include jumper cables, first aid kits, flashlights, charged emergency cell phone, a toolkit, and food and water. Monitor the forecast ahead of time so that you are aware of what conditions lie ahead of your journey. And when the conditions are too severe, for your own safety, speak to your manager in advance and avoid driving completely. By following these tips, you can better manage your safety when driving interstate under potentially severe weather conditions and prevent serious accidents from occurring.